Just come on to have a bit of a vent. I've had a really difficult conversation with a director this week, which obviously I can't go into the details of, but it was in relation to the bounce back loan that was lent by the bank to the limited company. Now, the terms of the bounce back loans are that these loans were not personally guaranteed. They were 100% backed by the government. And therefore, if the company is in a position where it's unable to pay that debt, ultimately the government will pay that back. And in this particular set of circumstances, the directors weren't able to continue trading the company, it's had to cease trading, and the company is therefore, as a result, not able to pay the bounce back loan. And so the directors understandably phoned the bank to find out what to do, only for the bank to keep them on the phone for 2 hours and imply that they owed this debt personally, despite the fact that the bounce back loan was lent to the limited company. And that's not true. So then they went through all the directors' personal income and expenditure, their assets, and then they also asked for evidence of the director's illness. And I just don't think this is on. It's not right that the banks should be implying to directors of limited companies that these bounce back loans are personally guaranteed. They weren't. You know they weren't. It's in the terms. It's on the internet. It says that you are in breach of your terms if you are to let me just read it out. Lenders are not permitted to require personal guarantees for the bounce back loan scheme. And this is in addition for sole traders or small partnerships who often risk their personal assets when borrowing. The terms of the bounce back loan schemes mean no recovery action can be taken over a principal private residence or a primary personal vehicle. So please, if you're somebody that's borrowed a bounce back loan, seek proper advice. Don't speak to the bank because they're clearly giving out misinformation on purpose as a ruse to coerce you into paying back a debt that potentially you may not be responsible for. The only way a director of a limited company that's borrowed a bounce back loan can be held personally responsible for it is if they've committed misconduct in relation to either applying or spending the loan monies. But that's a different subject. That's effectively misfeasance or misconduct. If the loan's been applied for in the correct manner and the monies have been spent in accordance with the terms, then the director is not personally liable. So make sure you take some advice and look this up. Do not just give in to what the bank are telling you, because from what I'm hearing, this isn't the first time I've heard this. I'm hearing it quite a lot. The banks are continually pressing directors to repay these debts back when they're not responsible to do so. Please don't pay them back out of your own pocket. You are not required legally to do so. If your company is insolvent and cannot afford to pay the debt back, please seek advice from a licensed insolvency practitioner. We'll work with you to work out what the best stages are and the best options are. And obviously, I can also explain all of this in a lot more detail. And I'll put the links of the bounce back loan terms in the comments.